Okay, but if you're going to purchase a GG, or any toy for that matter, you always want to remember lubricant. It is very important to remember lubricant. And also a toy cleaner. Now I'm going to show you how to care for GG, okay? GG, just like other sex toys, okay, are made of different types of plastics. You know, there's silicones, there's rubbers, there's jellies, there's, you know, just plain plastic. There's so many different types of things that are used to make different adult novelties. Okay, now, first and foremost, ladies, I don't care how good the orgasm is, don't ever, ever, ever throw GG in with your regular toys, because if you do, she will melt all over your toys. And that's because they are made of different things, and what you can get is a very hot chemical reaction, and they will melt. So don't trust it. If you want to test it, by all means go ahead. I'll give you my business card. You can call me when it comes time to reorder your toys. Okay? Now, what you can do with GG is this. Another thing I share at my parties, don't ever use antibacterial soap on your toys or on GG. And the reason for that, ladies, is this. It will break down the material. Antibacterial soap is a very harsh abrasive. It will break it down. If you're an avid toy user, you will notice that your toys tend to shred or you get little nicks in them. Okay? What that does is that can harbor bacteria. And that, again, can cause yeasty beasties. We don't want any type of urinary tract infections and things like that. So you want to really be careful about that. So hygienically speaking, you want to make sure that you don't use antibacterial soap. And, you know, just like the average consumer, I would think antibacterial soap would be a great thing to use for your toys. But it's not, because it's very, very harsh. Another thing, ladies, that we don't realize because we can't see it is that antibacterial soap leaves a very, very thick film on the outside of your toys. And what happens when you insert that inside of you? It's throwing off your pH balance as a woman. And that, again, can cause infections that are not pretty. Okay, so if you're going to get a GG, you want to remember lubricant, and you want to remember toy cleaner. We have a toy cleaner. Okay, it's made specifically for sex toys only. It is called Clean and Simple. We have this in a spray form. We have it in individual wipes, and we also have them in travel packs. How cool is that? Okay, so what you do is you take the cleaner, you take the GG, and it's nice because it's a spray. You don't have to mix and become a chemist and whatnot trying to clean your toys. I hate that. Okay, so what you do is you take this, you spray it. Isn't that good? Don't I do a good spray? Okay, you spray it, and GG flips inside out also, ladies. Okay, so you can use it that way. And then what you do is you rinse GG with warm water or hot water, and then you dry GG off, or you let her air dry, put her into a Ziploc baggie, and you can just put her away. It also helps if you put a little powder on it, because that can help prolong the life of your GG as well. And you know, I'm glad you asked. You can use white chocolate passion powder. No, but you can use any type of powder would work too.
Baby powder?
Baby powder, yes. You can use baby powder. Okay, so this is the GG, and this is...
What about cornstarch?
You know what? Cornstarch works good too. I've heard different people tell me that they've used that, and that's worked very well. I can't tell you personally that I've seen how that works together with the GG, but I have had people suggest that. And so, you know what? You know what?
Just so if it didn't say you can't use this or whatever.
Right. You just want to make sure that you don't use antibacterial soap, pretty much. Okay? So, because if you use a powder, that's going to help prevent the stickiness too. All right? So that was the GG. Now, let's talk about anal products. I'm thinking some people were doing a little cringing, and that is okay. But I'm going to explain to you about anal foreplay. I have a lot of women tell me that they would love to be able to experiment with anal foreplay if they can just get past the pain. Okay, that is a valid reason why not to, perform anal. But here's the thing, and I'm going to share a couple tips with you. Okay, the thing is that we sell a product. It's called Topical Ease, and when you use that product, what I want to point out to you, ladies, is that Topical Ease is not used. You don't ever want to numb an area. You don't want it to be where you can't feel it, because when your body expresses pain, it's trying to tell you something, and you want to listen to that. Okay, don't ever ignore that. Okay, but the Topical Ease, what it does is it just desensitizes the area a little bit. You should be able to still feel some things. But Topical Ease is also great for bee stings and for babies that are teething. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, and you know what? I've seen it firsthand used on a bee sting. I was at one of my girls' house, and a little boy there got stung by a bee. We were like, "Where's the anal cream?" We put it on, and he was happy because what it did is it kind of numbed it just a little bit, so he didn't want to scratch it, and it didn't hurt him. So that, keep that, put that in your break glass in case of emergency. You know what I mean? Put that in your first aid kit. You never know. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, now, let's talk about anal, shall we? Now, the thing is, like I said, a lot of women would like to experiment with it. We think that if we use an entire bottle of lubricant, we put it all over, and we're like, yeah, we just used up the whole bottle, okay? That's going to make the pain go away when it comes time to penetrate. It ain't happening, ladies. Because what happens when he goes to penetrate you? What's the first thing we do? We're like, happy place, happy place, happy place, happy place, ice cream and carnivals. And you're trying to think of everything happy, okay? But the thing is, here's my little tip for you. Okay, no pun intended again. Okay, what you do is you take a toy. Like, for example, this is the Playful Plug. This is a great first-time experimentation toy for anal foreplay. As you can see, it's a very flexible jelly. It's not very intimidating, okay? And what you do is you take lubricant and you apply lubricant, okay? And what you do, it's got a little handle, which is nice, but you can also put the deluxe mini bullet in there for added stimulation. Okay, so what you do is you put lubricant on. And if, the thing is when your man is going to penetrate you, you trust him, but you don't trust him. You're like, okay, you don't know if he's going to go, oh my gosh, you're going to fly across the room. You don't want that. Okay, but what you do is if you take a toy, you put lubricant on, and if you are in control of the toy, you trust yourself 150%. So, when you're going to penetrate, you know whether to stop, whether to go, whether to just to the right, to the left. You know exactly what you can handle. And I'm not going to lie, being drunk helps too. I'm just going to throw that out there, okay? Just some Jose Cuervo, a couple of shots, that helps too. But when you're using it, and what will happen is while you're penetrating yourself and you're getting yourself ready, you could be performing oral on your partner, or whatever it may be. And then once you're ready, you can bring him into the picture. Okay, so I'm going to pass the Playful Plug around so you can take a look at it. It's got some glitter on it because I put some glitter on. Okay, but bling. Okay, so that is the Playful Plug.